comes to the original games, you get.
Whoa, and it's the reaction time. Blow your brains out.
To Street Fighter 5 beta. So
That's
yeah,
right.
discussion and impressions. Let's go, Simon.
All right, so good points first. Let's start off with the obvious stuff. Graphically, good. Netcode for the game was about 90%.
So far, yeah.
Good.
You couldn't really tell if you were getting someone on PS4, PC.
I mean, obviously there were some real laggy fights, but I'd say that was about 10% of the overall experience.
Yeah.
Music is good.
Improved upon,
generally good.
Improved upon from Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, the
not
unique ones from there.
Yeah, unique ones, not the remix theme.
Stages design, really good. You know, detailed, colourful, vibrant. You know, something that actually makes you go, you know, that looks cool. I like that.
Favourite stage?
Favourite stage was the Kanzuki stage.
Okay, yeah, Kanzuki Estate, yeah.
That's the stage, yeah.
Karen stage.
Yeah. 12 characters on a beta, kind of insane, because it's pretty much the entire roster. So obviously that, thank you Capcom for allowing us to do that. The command list for all the characters is very useful. I mean, I know that will be in the final game, but on a beta that's very nice, because Karen, for instance, her move list is about as long as something else that we won't mention. I'm trying to think, I mean, just generally, there are lots of positives. But now we're about to get on not perhaps negatives, but things that need adjusting.
Okay.
And those generally are the game or parts of the gameplay. Now, good parts of the gameplay are, you know, crush counters. Really good idea. Really like that. I know it's
satisfying. I think if you land it as like an anti-air or like a meaty setup, and you're like, I knew you were going to do that.
What else is really good?
Pain.
You know, anti-airs are real anti-airs in this game. You know, they feel a lot more consistent.
Unique V triggers, unique
skills.
skills.
And that really does create like a new game. So you know, if Ryu goes dungeon mode, you're like, okay, I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. You know, it creates a new dynamic to the game.
And some people like want to go that full screen zoning with dungeon mode. Other people are like, up in your face, like
just throw it,
chuck
that
short
plasma.
into the Dukas.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they're pretty much most of the like positives. I mean, in like kind of like the frame trap mechanics of the game, so lots of moves seem positive on blogs.
Yes. Let's say that this is definitely, from what we gather from the combat so far, it's very offensive heavy, very frame trap, block strings, tick throws. Yeah. It's kind of like, it is solely kind of dedicating to that kind of play. Yeah. But everyone has very good potential at being able to do that. Yeah, you know, good footsies. I think a lot of characters have really good footsies. Yes. Into high damage, which is kind of insane. Good normals, cannies that indicate, wow, that's... So I mean, should we do character by character, or shall we do what we don't like about the beta as a whole? Or what we don't like about 5 as a whole? Well, I'm just going to say it from the... We've had because we both think the exact same. Well, my main thing with 5 is just the actual characters. That's my problem. Some of the characters. Yeah, my problem is just the fact that I don't get what they're thinking. It's just a mixed match of everyone. Yeah. But they're making characters play so, as we said, it's quite similar with the frame traps. Yeah. Like the fact that Vega's now motion and Nash is just all going in frame trap heavy. Yeah. I just don't really know where the fan favourites are. Sagat, Kuma, Guy, or for me personally, Alex. I mean, we don't really know with Alex, but yeah, so we've mentioned it before, go and check out the video if you want to, but characters a bit like... It's 50% is good, and 50% is bad. But, and what I will say is that all the characters who, like, there was probably about 70% of the characters on the beta, and actually I found them really fun. The only ones I didn't find fun to play were, I'm not going to mention Armiko and Karen because I did play them. Yeah. For personal reasons, I already hate them, they're already broken, we'll get into that. And we'll get into that. Rashid, I thought, actually by his model, I thought he was going to be like quite fun. I didn't like him. Yeah, you have to be quite, we'll get into this as well, but when someone said Armika plays like Fuerte, she doesn't. No. Rashid for me felt more like El Fuerte, mixed with Ibuki. Off the wall stuff and very kind of flea-like, and you know. Yeah. That to me just felt a bit just too intense. If that makes sense. Actually, I think that kind of is a good word to sum up the game. It's very intense. Very intense at times. Yeah. Yeah, I think in the main thing. Yeah, so it was only really Rashid, and I'm trying to think of one of the characters that I didn't have that much fun playing. Nash? Yeah, Nash. Yeah. But, and I think that could be, and Vega. But like Chun, Ryu, Ken, Bison. Oh my god, Bison. And I mean, you kind of like Nikali. Yeah. But Bison and Ken for me, they are what I wanted in 4 for those characters. Yeah. Just so far. That's my personal thoughts on the characters. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I mean, without touching on Mika and Karen, because we'll leave them for their separate.
There's some things that you can touch on there.
That's true. So I'd say for me, I mean, Ryu is a really cool version of a Ryu. I just like, he seems a lot faster paced.
Yes.
High stun. He is kind of a merge of Third Strike and 4 Ryu coming into a new game. Now Necalli, I really like Necalli. There's just something about just that kind of, using that word again, he is very intense. When he kind of is in your face and he gets the right hits and he strings them together and he keeps on going.
And he's glowing red and like in rage mode.
it is really intense. The game really picks up speed. But then we perhaps come to the issue of why frame traps could be an issue in the game, and why strings of moves very quickly one after each other again could be an issue.
So let's give you some examples.
Yeah.
Right, we did find that, we're not going to obviously say a beta to
this. Yeah.
But Karen and Armika, especially Karen, okay, she puts you in a block, this is out of the V-trigger, because I know the V-trigger she can cross you up as well.
Yeah.
So even avoiding that,
yeah,
she'd literally be doing these wreck tap things or putting you in block stun.
Yeah, and it's high or low.
Yeah, high or low, it didn't even matter what you do, she had an option to, she'd always be positive on block.
Yeah, unless she did. There was only one thing punishable, and that's the slide. And even then, it was like jab Hadouken.
Yeah.
Or like standing light kick Hadouken with her Ryu. That seemed to be the only thing that you could really punish her with.
Because by the end, we were like, okay, she's going to put you in that 3-hit block string. Okay, I'll back out. But then by then, I mean, unless someone was already figuring this out against me on the beta, they do that toward double kick.
So instead of going into the record type thing, they go into the, and then they chain it into the
kicks. And so they were catching me, and I'm thinking, wow, already on like higher levels, they're already going to know that you're going to be wanting to get out. So it just felt very much like...
I'm also missing one of her biggest moves, which is the overhead kick thing from like full screen away. Because I mean, when I played Ryu against a Karen, she completely locked down the fireball game. I couldn't throw a fireball. I mean, I was pressing jab for my life just to try and bait out a single one. But even when she did it, it's so fast.
Yeah, it's. I think it's actually faster than, because Aidon's wall dive. He actually has to go back first to come at you.
She just comes straight in your face.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one time Aiden was trying. I think Aiden punished one of them with a super. I mean, it worked, to be fair. But she still got it hitting first.
Yeah. It traded, and it's only because the trade was obviously a full super.
Yeah.
But she actually did take my health off before the bar. So
I mean, yeah, because Aiden inputted it before the character moved.
Yeah. And I preempted this.
And then by the time it'd come out, she was already at Aiden's face with a hit. Now we're not saying Karen is kind of. I mean, for me personally, I can see why she is cool. Very quick. In your face.
Probably one of the only, so far, technical characters.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that it could be hard to use her, but that doesn't still change the fact
but then that
her normal seemed really good. You can't escape.
No, you can't escape.
And her cross-up was really good. So basically, the issue was, and this is what I was saying with the whole frame trap thing, is yes, frame traps are good. They make the game very interesting. Don't press a button, otherwise you're going to get punished heavily.
Yeah.
But when you've got a character who really takes the frame trap to a new level where you can't press a button and you can't escape, so really, what are you left to do? You got a V reversal and an uppercut if you're lucky.
I think the V reversal thing is because that's one thing we never did, or half counters, whatever you want to call them. That's one thing that we never actually did. So that is going to have to be part of your game plan. Is like, because it was only by the end that I was like, okay, from Ryu, I really actually do need to start using this V trigger.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even bring in the parry in because it's going to take a long time for me to get in my mind that parry's not forward and down.
But it's also really hard to imagine even parrying Karen because her moves are so fast. And the high-low mix-up, it's gonna be very hard to try and just get her off you.
Yeah, and then let's talk about Armika just for the fact that her mix-up. It was the fact that not mix-up, her corner carry with the grabs. I mean, we don't understand that character yet, but
no. I mean, what we saw Maximilian do was just insane.
It was basically a few normals in the corner,
which comboed into this grab.
One reset, next combo.
And then,
almost.
But you're like one combo away from death.
Or a max done, so
yeah.
It was like.
And also, her normals seem really good.
Yes.
Her normals are not bad.
No. I think, actually, my main thing was, a lot of people have been saying that so far they felt that, oh, such and so's normals are bad. I would say no one's normals in this game are bad yet. There's just people who've got really good ones.
Yeah.
That'd be my own personal thoughts.
So I mean, so generally then, as the beta kind of goes, what we're trying to summarise to say is that Armika and Karen are just a bit too good.
We feel that so far. We feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not getting into the arguments of, because a lot of people have been like, oh my god, the game's not even out yet. We're not moaning about that. We're just saying
our experience so far.
Yeah, and there were a lot of them. It was almost like people knew this.
Oh no, and also there's been a few tournaments recently, and Karen has been one of the most picked characters. I think people are starting to realise that she's
watch Kazunoko and PR Balrog.
Yeah, because also I mean, just to add to her list of crazy things, she has a legitimate uppercut. So
of course she has. And she has a standing fierce as a Trent.
Yeah.
Like a really good anti-air.
So basically, you can't get in on her, and when she gets in on you, you can't escape. Yeah. So she really does cut down almost every single character's options of what to do.
Last thing I wanted to just go with the combat though is combos and how we think.
So we'll end on a good note, or
I think what's nice is in this is execution was nice in 4, but because some characters in 4 got a lot more off execution than others.
Yeah.
For example, Dudley, Sakura, Ibuki, Viper.
Ioroi to a certain extent.
Yeah. Once they had the execution, they could surpass like
almost all of the characters. Yun as well in Yang. Yeah.
Whereas execution never really affects a T-Hawk or a Geef.
Or a Rose, to be fair.
Or a Guile. You know what I mean? It never really affects those kind of characters. So those characters are just kind of like, this is how they are.
Yeah. Whereas if you become good at executing certain combos with certain characters, you've instantly become better at the game.
Where every character in this seems that at the minute, because the core mechanics of the combos are quite simple.
Yeah.
That everyone is capable of like high damaging combos, but they're fairly easy to do.
Yeah.
But you need to have the resources to do them.
Yeah, which then makes the game more about player versus player rather than character versus character, minus Armika and Karen.
Yeah.
But I mean, that does remind me a lot of Third Strike. In Third Strike, if you want to do, with let's say Ryu, Fierce, EX Uppercut, you'll probably do the same as some, Yun doing jab, 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 crouch and light kick, dash punch.
Yeah. Or and you need to think about your resources a lot more in this game because it's not like, oh, I'm always going to get an Ultra when I lose. No, you're not anymore. Like Yuri in Third Strike, for example. If you want to win at high levels, you play him for meter. You need the meters to win. That's how you get the Aegis.
Which then also affects how people play against him. People have to try and kill him before he's gathered any meter.
Like you're only going to be winning with Ryu at beginner and intermediate level without the use of Denjin in this new game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You need to be using the V triggers. And I think that's where the depth
of the game will come in.
Yeah. So that isn't my worry of it. Isn't that it's too simple?
No, because the game isn't. Because the game's not focused on combos, the game is focused on how you, the player, plays the other player. It's not about how my Ryu plays your, birdie.
Yeah, because I mean, we could say that, like, Third Strike, a lot of people on the surface have been like, oh, Third Strike's much more complicated game, very execution heavy, but then actually, over time, if you compare it to 4...
The execution isn't... Obviously, Yorian's ridiculous execution, and so's Yun, but Chun isn't.
Yeah, no.
Chun is not execution heavy.
Ken isn't.
No.
Ken is actually like
crouching medium super.
Yeah. That's tight combo Hadouken super.
Yeah. So I think that's about wrapping it up for our impressions on 5. So I think generally really good. It's just some things need tweaking before they get out of hand.
Yeah. We did really enjoy it. And
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Alright guys, so catch us next time for whatever video we'll be putting out. Who knows? Let the gods decide. Right guys, bye.
See you in a bit.